Oh, hey, it's me. Huh. Uh, so I do a little bit of rambling today. Some things it just occurred to me. Tomorrow is an anniversary of sorts, and I'm not one to really celebrate or acknowledge, recognize, probably a better word. Anniversaries, really good or bad for the most part. It's just not. I don't. I don't know. I don't. It's not my thing, right? I mean, birthday's right. Birthday's an anniversary, but whatever. I don't know. I'm rambling. Look at me, rambling already. Uh, so it's like just after noon on a Friday, and I'm done with work, and I only worked 2 days this week. Really a day and a half if it's only midday. Uh, and I'm going to get into that a little bit as to why that has occurred. Um, I had like 4 days worth of work to do, and there was a holiday this week, and whatever. Um, but yeah, I guess it's just going to be story time. Uh, but yeah, let's just get into it. Whatever. It is January, Friday, January 20th, 2023. And as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. So I'm in a different car today. I'm in Nora's car. Um, she's out of town, and she had a little of a fender bender a little while back, and today was the day we got to get it into for an estimate for insurance and whatever. So I'm doing that, and I don't know what to do with my hands and my feet because things are in different places, so there might be a little extra noise. The location where I am is not my usual out far away from a retail store because of my appointment is coming up. And so things are just rushed. You may hear people talking, driving by, whatever, hooping and hollering or whatever. I apologize for that, but that's part of what brings you here, right? Like the ambience. I don't know. Um, and there's a guy obnoxiously just revving his engine next door. Ugh, God, people. Ugh, people. Okay, so let's get to it. So the anniversary, right? We talked about. I mentioned that, and the anniversary is the 21st of January in 2014 was the big attempt to take my own life. And so my mind's really out there, flying around. So like I said, I don't really put a lot of stock in that, but it's been a rough week this week, and I don't know if that is playing on that. I suspect it's not. I don't think that's a part of it. I think it's other factors. Um, but yeah, so I mean, I just wanted to acknowledge it that 9 years ago, was the darkest day of my life. And but it wasn't, right. It was, but it wasn't. Like it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel like I've talked about this, but it didn't feel like I just can't, like I'm on my last breath, my last string, my last thread of ability to carry on. It was just, this is what I'm doing today, right? And I don't know how to make sense of that too well. I've had many therapists, and Alex, up in Minnesota, was one of my favorite, I guess we'll say, therapists. And he had said that he thinks that people who are carrying out a suicide attempt are having some kind of psychosis at that moment, because that is so far from rational thought. And I don't know that I don't really agree with all, right? But I mean, I can see that. I mean, for a large portion, right? I mean, that makes sense, right? It goes against all of our base instincts, right? Um, and for me, there was no wishy-washy. There was no, like, am I really going to do this? Am I not going to do this? That was the plan for the day. And I just went and did it. Um, I struggle now with, like, should I run now or should I run later? What should I do? I've got an hour before my appointment. How should I spend this time? Like, I go back and forth on what the best use of that time is. But on that day, it was just, here's what I'm doing. Let me do it. So that's going on. I mentioned Nora is out of town, and she left Monday night. And I think it's really been noticeable to me this week how just terrible I am at times on my own, right? Like, I don't know. I don't want to do anything, right? Like it's just my basic day. Like, when Nora is here and it's like about time to get up for work, like, okay, I'm going to do that because I am taking myself out of the equation to where I could wake Nora up. I could impose upon her. Right. So I do that, but she's not here. So, like, my alarm goes off, my watch buzzes on my wrist. And I'm just going to roll around for a little while. Like, let me get up. I go pee, come back to bed, see whatever. And I don't have that impetus just to get my day going. And then, like, I don't know, I have no need, if I'm working, once work is done, like, everywhere is the same. Like, anywhere I could go would be the same. Like, I've got no purpose. I've got no use. Like, I go home, so what? Like, Nora's not there. The boy is there, but we don't interact, right? So, like, going home is nothing to it. Going somewhere, like, I have in my head, I want to get some new running shoes. And so, like, I could go to Fleet Feet or some other running store. But no, I just, so what? So what if I go? Like, I don't know. Everything just seems kind of pointless, goalless. I don't know what the word I want to use. So yeah, and then, like, my diet is just terrible because Nora's not here and I don't see the boy, so no one's going to judge me. Not that Nora would judge me, but there's that like, having someone else be aware of the accountability. So I'm just going to have pizza every night, right? And I've mostly stayed true to I talk about my lists of things that I want to do, daily, weekly, blah, blah, blah. And I've stayed true to that. So I've managed to do those things, like stretching every day. I still do that. I've done that. I've brushed my teeth. I've, showered every day. I've read for 15 minutes every day. So I have that going on. A little looser with my logging calories, but I think I'm aware, like, I know I'm making pizza choices that are closer to a reasonable calorie limit. but yeah, it's just so I didn't go to work Tuesday and Wednesday, and I called in. I said, I'm taking mental health days, and there's a little bit of that to where Wednesday I was working on this project one on one with this other uh, corporate regional trainer dude guy who likes me a lot, and he's perfectly wonderful human being, but like it was going to be side by side for like 8 hours, and I just didn't feel like I had the bandwidth to do that on Tuesday morning, and I had to make a call. Like I didn't want to like not fill him in until Wednesday morning, right? So I made the call like, "Hey, I'm taking the next couple days off, mental health days," and I phrased them as that, mental health days. And and whatever, I put in my time, and I got approved, and whatever. But like, I don't know. And I don't know. There's a lot of different factors, right? There's the Nor isn't here. There's, I mean, possibility of this reduction in medication. Is that kind of catching up to me? Um, I don't know. I mean, I think it's more of a like a uh, I don't have, like I said, I don't have bandwidth. Um, there's also that work has been really really light, and there's been a lot of days off, holidays, and just non-work available days in the past month, and so I wonder like how much of that is just like a meh, like I've lost interest. It's not challenging. There's no challenge to doing, getting really the amount of work I got last week. I could have done in a day, right? And I stretched it out a little bit. And the amount of work I had this week, I could have done in 2 days, but I pushed some stuff off to next week that I was able to. Um, and so there's that. There's there was one other thing too. I can't. It's disappeared. I can't think of it now. But it's just been like I want to say not uninspiring, because that seems like that doesn't fit, right? But it's just like, oh, it's taking a lot of mental acrobats acrobatics, yeah, to get myself moving towards going to work or going to the gym or do anything. And yeah, I mean, I probably could have done work Tuesday, right? But I think because of that Wednesday thing, that extra job, extra work, like I didn't see how I was going to get through that day. Um, and so I'm fortunate that I had sick time available to me, and even if I didn't, I think my boss would be like, okay, do what you got to do to take care of yourself, and I'm fortunate in that respect. Um, but yeah, so I mean, this week has been kind of a long week, and I'm saying it as mentally, emotionally, depressively, maybe, I don't know. And I haven't been able to say that too much in the past little while. But I don't feel despair. I don't feel defeat. I just feel blah. I feel a little empty, kind of. A little I mean, all the things like unmotivated, uninspired, on whatever words you want to use, but it's there, and it's not. There's plenty. It's different than the days when you just don't want to go to work because work, bah, right? It's not. It's different than that. It's not. It's not. It's not just. I don't know what I want to say. Um, I'm really out of sorts here. I'm really out of practice talking to you guys. So yeah, so that's been my week this week. Nora gets back late tonight, like after midnight, and so I'll see her sometime tomorrow. And then it looks like I'm traveling next week, Tuesday through Friday, for my own work. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't know. It was something good, something good. So I talked with my friend Claire. We talked. We sat. We sat. Well, I assume she was sitting. I don't know. But we chatted over Skype, and hopefully she's found some good audio in our conversation, and she's going to turn that into a podcast to put on her feed. So if you were subscribed or and you unsubscribed, resubscribe. If you've never subscribed, subscribe. Go check out Exercising, like lifting weights, depression podcast, and check her out. Hopefully that show's going to come out tomorrow, maybe today, depending on when I get this episode out. But I'm looking forward to that, and if she'll let me, maybe I'll just run it on this feed as well. But I don't want to discourage you guys from subscribing and listening to her feed, because she does some really great things and wonderful discussions about her dealings with mental illness and how she copes, the things she experiences, and stuff like that. But that was completely lovely, and I really enjoyed it. So there's that. I don't know what else is going on. So, I mean, yeah, it's just the long week, right? It's, I don't know. I wanted to have a better mindset coming in to discuss this, to talk about this, but I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, so I've reduced a lot of medication, and that may play part of it. Really, I'm on a Trincillix and a little bit of Wellbutrin, and then Trazodone for sleep. I'm back on the Trazodone kick, and I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's like a 90-hour half-life for the Rexulti, but it's been much longer. So I mean, that's been out of my system for a while. So I don't know. I would have thought I would have experienced this sooner, and maybe I was a little bit, and wasn't really aware of it. And then some things came together. Nora going out of town and whatever. And it just kind of hit. It all kind of came together. I don't know, maybe. But I'm not resigned that like it's gonna keep going. I'm kind of got it in my head that it's gonna come around again. Ups and downs, fluctuates, right? I've said before that everybody has their ups and downs, and for some of us, the ups aren't very high and the downs are super low, and we gotta ride them out or come up with some coping skills or do something. I don't know. So I bailed on therapy this week, all for the same kind of stuff, right? Like, but if there's a week when I should have gone to therapy, maybe this was the week, right, to try to talk some of these things out. But I don't know. I don't know. One, I don't have a connection with my new therapist like that right now. And But I couldn't see a way that talking to him would have been helpful, right? And that's really short-sighted. I get that. I understand that. But like, I would have had the same things to say that I've said here, and I don't know that, um, and he'd ask me, well, what do you think about the anniversary or suicide attempt? And same thing. Like, I don't know. I don't, I wouldn't have anything additional to say. Like, it's kind of, questioning some of the things that I say. I don't have more to add to it. So I didn't see that as being a benefit, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And I'm thinking about, shuffling off from therapy for a little bit. I don't know though, because that is one of the things that Nora really, she doesn't expect hardly anything from me, but she expects that I maintain therapy. And I don't know. I just don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't if is it the therapist? Is it the line that we're going down? Is it, I don't know what it is. But it doesn't feel like it's sure to lead towards something beneficial. And not that it's going to be negative, it's not going to be harmful, but, whatever, if I just want to waste an hour, I'll sit on the couch and watch 3 episodes of Big Bang, right? Like, whatever, I can do that. But, I don't know. I don't know. So I think I'm going to end it because I don't have much. I'm not adding to your day here. So get a hold of me, jamulki@gmail.com, facebook.com/jamulki, @jamulki on, where? Instagram. Instagram. That's it. You can text me in the U.S. 248-648-1419. WhatsApp +1 248-648-1419. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's on your mind. Let's strike up a conversation. Say, hey, JP, how about you talk to me next weekend over Skype and I can be on your podcast? I would love that. That'd be fantastic. So reach out. I hope you're all doing well. I hope 2023 is moving along for you. Hopefully it's a little better than 2022, which was a little better than 2021, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I'm going to go. Everybody, thanks for listening. Be safe and be well.